The New York Yankees are a game away from getting swept out of the World Series. Let's talk about it. After yet another brutal 4-2 loss in Game 3, Yankees are standing here today on the verge of elimination. Delightful. I wish I could say that yesterday came as a surprise, but if you've been watching the Yankees for the last about 5 seasons, 2017, 2019, those were a little different. But from 2020 onward, the story of this team in October is we just can't hit. We've gotten very good efforts from our starters this entire postseason run. We've gotten a tremendous effort from our bullpen. And we just can't hit. We were hitting Cleveland. We were hitting Kansas City. I know the Dodgers are different. I know they're better. I know we got saddled with another, 6 days off in between the CS and the World Series? It doesn't matter. It can't matter. This is just utterly ridiculous. This team has no direction. They have no life. They have no guts. They are so clearly willing to lay down and die. Until the 9th inning. Once the 9th inning comes around, they remember, oh, we're actually here. We can fight. We can play. We can hit. We can see pitches. We can foul pitches off. You have to stop waiting to the 9th. On the one hand, it is encouraging. We know the Dodgers have a good bullpen. Blake Trinan, Michael Kopech, those guys are nasty at the back end. And it's great that we are able to hit them. It's great that we're able to work counts against them. It's great that we're able to get them on the ropes. But to allow Jack Flaherty, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Walker Buehler, who are all very good in their own right, but who came into this series with a collective 6 ERA in the postseason, to let those 3 guys blank you is just ridiculous. It's unforgivable. It's inexcusable. Garrett Cole gave you the Garrett Cole start of his Yankee career in Game 1. That was one of the best Garrett Cole performances I have seen with him in a Yankee uniform. And it was completely wasted. I understand he didn't have a fully ramped up year. I understand he's not going to be the ace that goes out and throws 130 pitches right now. But to pull him in Game 1 without even reaching 90 pitches, I do not understand that. I do not understand that. I was willing to give Boone the benefit of the doubt because I was thinking, oh, you know what? Garrett Game 1, if we, limit his pitch count, then he can go Game 4, and then he can also go Game 7. It would be 3 days rest for both times. He's never pitched on 3 days rest before. But I was figuring for a guy who, pitched 90 innings in the regular season and then maybe another 25 so far in the playoffs. If there's ever somebody that you could stretch out, if there's ever somebody that you could put in the position to say, we need you, it was Garrett Cole. And it was Garrett Cole today in Game 4 and then hopefully in Game 7. But we've decided we're not going to Garrett Cole. We're doing Luis Gil, and then we're going Garrett Cole tomorrow, if we make it tomorrow. So Garrett Cole won't be pitching Game 7, which is inexcusable on behalf of Aaron Boone. The fact that you were going to take him out of that first game with a low pitch count and not planning to use him in 3 games this series, I cannot defend that. I have been generally lenient towards some of Boone's decisions. I don't get as on his case as a lot of Yankee fans do. And I know this isn't entirely his decision. I'm sure a lot of it comes from the front office. I'm sure some of it comes from Garrett himself. But if you knew you were only going to pitch him 2 games, why on earth would you pull him after 6? On top of that, we have a Game 3 lineup that makes absolutely no sense to me. I understand that you want to stick with your captain. Aaron Judge has been the leader of this team. He has been the heartbeat of this team for the entire time that he's been on it. But to just roll out and bat him 3rd again yesterday, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm not saying you have to drop him down to 7th. I'm not even saying you have to drop him down to 5th. Put him 2nd, maybe. I don't know. Do something different. Do something different. We can't just keep doing the same thing and expect the Dodgers to start making mistakes. This team isn't making mistakes. I don't think they're an elite team, but they're clearly good enough team to win the World Series. Their weakness right now is their starting pitching, and we have done nothing. We have done nothing against their starting pitching. Jack Flaherty looked pretty good in Game 1. It felt like they were swinging over his curveball too much, but he looked pretty good. Yamamoto, he was terrific. Can't even say anything about that. I'm upset, I'm disappointed, but he was terrific. Walker Buehler, great pitcher. Has had an awesome career up to this point. But to let this version of Walker Buehler do that to you in your home stadium when you're down 2-0, like, do you even want to be there? Do you even want to be there? Because you're not playing like it, not unless it's the 9th inning. I'm not like your typical Yankee fan. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the season's a failure if we don't win the World Series. This is, objectively, the best season this team has had in 15 years. This is a team that I felt all season long was a World Series caliber team. Watching them play, at least in the American League, I knew that we were the best team in the American League. I knew it was going to be tough, especially if we had to match up with Baltimore, and especially if we had to match up with Houston in the playoffs. But we didn't. We got lucky. And you know what we did? We took advantage of it. We looked like a real team. We looked like a team that's beating the opponents in front of it. And now we just look lifeless. We look dreadful. We look horrific. I love this team. I will stand by this team forever. I'm going to watch tonight. I'm going to watch every pitch tonight. And yeah, I'm going to be miserable the entire time. If Heel shoves tonight and we can get to this bullpen, which clearly we've been able to do, and then tomorrow we have Garrett Cole, maybe I'll believe again. If we can get back to LA, maybe I'll believe again. But as of right now, I don't know what there is to believe in. I don't know. I really don't know. We have a lot of great players on this team. Juan Soto, Giancarlo Stanton, they have come to play. Was never worried about them at any point heading into the postseason, during the postseason, or now with our backs up against the wall. Those two guys are studs. I love them. Volpe was looking tremendous in the early rounds. I don't know what's happened to him. Wells and Trevino, for that matter. It's disappointing. I'm not going to say that something needs to change there because, you know, I get it. A catcher's primary function is defense. Trevino, I'm just happy didn't let up 7 stolen bases yesterday. But somebody's got to be hitting. Verdugo with a home run. How do you like that? Not on my bingo card. Jazz has looked a lot better. His stats, even just looking at the World Series, are not there. But he is looking better. And then 99. Aaron Judge. Oh, captain, my captain. I love you, dude. You are the greatest hitter I have ever seen in my life. You are my favorite Yankee, maybe 1B behind Alex Rodriguez's 1A. You deserved every penny of that contract you got. You should be the captain. You are the captain. You are the face of the New York Yankees. But 99, it's getting harder and harder to defend you every October. Every time you step in the batter's box, I still have hope. I still say, this is the time where it changes. Aaron Judge wakes up here and now. And Aaron, buddy, if you don't get it done today, I'm sorry, but you will be anointed a career playoff choker. I hope and pray that that doesn't happen to you. You are too good to be burdened with that title. But we're out of time. You gotta perform. Yankees in 7.